Hi everybody, do you know anybody special that's having a birthday pretty soon? I do. Somebody very special at my house is having a birthday this month, so I wanted to make a birthday cake. Actually, this is a drawing of a birthday cake. We're going to redraw this and color it in. And of course you can change the style and the pattern, but I want you to understand the ovals and the straight vertical lines, and then we'll talk about color. But you will need a marker or a black crayon and a white piece of paper to do this. Color is always important in art class, and crayons work fine for this assignment. You could also use markers or watercolors, but with watercolors you will need to wait to let your parts dry. So let's get started. I'm going to put this reference to the side. I'll draw it with a pencil first to be sure before I trace my lines. So this reference goes right off to the side where I can see it. You can see the corner. Putting this up, so make sure to see it. Now, it's tricky to draw an oval on its side right in the center. So I did this several times. I'm going to draw this line straight down. And then I can draw this line. And then I need to come up just a little bit here and here and meet that, and I don't want this to look too wide, but that'll do. It's almost like a hat shape. This one we're kind of looking down at the cake more so than my last one, but we'll have both examples to show. Now I'm making sure that this line does what I want it to. Let's erase this and see where we are. Now this is much closer. I just see one part that I'm not quite sure of. I want this to go more like this, because the cake started to look square when I didn't adjust that line. So that's close enough for what we're going for. The frosting will cover up the mistakes. I'm kidding. The frosting won't cover up the mistakes. It's not real frosting, it's crayon. Anyhow, try to draw these straighter than Mr.C is, and then I'm going to erase this. It's a good thing I'm working with the pencil today. It's early, it's only the second cup of coffee, or third, but you know, it takes me a little while to wake up to be good to do my drawings. So this flame shape is like a squashed oval. It's pointed on both ends, and we'll marker over these. I'm putting 4 only because it fits. So let's start to darken these parts up. Got my trusty Sharpie. I'm going to draw between these candles here, right there, and then finish this line. Finish this line. Now, why am I inking this first? Well, if I have boundaries, then I know where to color. That's why. You have to make the cake before you can decorate it. And that's the way the ball bounces. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way it is. So if I pull this marker, pull it straight, pull it toward me, and just guide my hand, I'm fine. It goes pretty quickly. I've practiced this a lot lately, so if you practice it, I know you'll get good at it too. Always room for improvement. So there is the basis of my cake, and it's fine. This is the second time I've drawn this, I think. The first, or third. The first time I actually threw it away because I goofed it too many times and then it didn't work. That happens to me too when I draw something new. I have to try again. When I learn a new piece of music, it takes hours sometimes. Sometimes it's easy, depending on the song and what I know. If I didn't know a thing about it, then I would not be good at it. So, I have my candles, I have the top tier of my cake, I have the bottom. I can start with these lines. Now, these are going to be skinnier and then get wider. So I'm going to put a wide one right here in the middle, and then split this in half so that they're about the same. Now this is called a scallop shape. It's kind of a half circle or like a letter D. It looks like the tinting around a circus, or bunting they call it when they decorate like a gymnasium or a place for a dance. And then this one will be my biggest, and then these get a little smaller and just a sliver just to show the edge. I just did that, putting more bunting there. Those half circles, I've heard them called semicircles, part of a circle. And there, I have that. Now, here's the fun part. We get to choose our colors. There's also some decoration I can put on here, like little dots. And they don't need to all be the same. It's like someone stuck Skittles or M&Ms onto this cake right there. So that's enough, I think. It's enough decoration. Decide the colors. Well, the top of my cake is pink frosting. Color that in. Don't color over your candles if you can help it. But how you choose to color this in is up to you. Just try to make sure that it's colored in nicely. You don't skip any places. Did you see that I changed the grip on my crayon when I moved to this detail? The detail is the fine area in the small spaces that will make a big difference. I'm wiping the excess eraser or crayon bit, little bits of wax that kind of build up, moving those out of the way. So I will continue this pink somewhere else because I'm going to create a rhythm. A cake maker or a baker would do that too. They wouldn't just put camouflage pink, blue, yellow, whatever. They think about it. It's got a theme, just like the clothes you wear, just like the way we think to paint a room. So there's that. Maybe this would be the next pink layer. I think that makes sense. The tops are pink. And then I might have some red, I might have some chocolate, I might have, who knows what flavor this cake is. What is your favorite flavor of cake? My favorite cake is not actually a cake. It's called strawberry shortcake. Have you ever had that? It's kind of like a biscuit that's plain with whipped cream and like cherry marmalade or, no, I'm sorry, strawberry marmalade. Like jam almost. But I found that if you get the frozen strawberries and put them in a pot and cook them, just let them warm up and then bubble a little bit, they get really sweet, and then you can cut up and wash fresh strawberries and put those on too. A little bit of homemade whipped cream really make the difference and make it delicious. Did I make you hungry? If you haven't tried strawberry shortcake, I suggest try it. It's my favorite kind of cake. I ask for that every year for my birthday. Strawberry shortcake. I love it. Not the show, the food. But it's okay if you like the show. I'm putting some of this bright orangish red on there for just pop and color. Kind of fun. And I might do the candles the same way or every other one. And so you see I'm taking my time to color things in, and I hope you do too. If this lesson takes 10 minutes to watch, you know it will take 10 minutes to do, so please be fair to yourself and spend that time. Now I think if I put this color on, it would just look too wacky. That teal and that pink, they might go together in your room, but they might look too weird here. Now here's a light purple, and I'm skinning this crayon just a bit. I think that these candles look good purple. And then they'll have yellow and orange in the flame, and that'll pop, that'll look good. And it'll be visually striking. All right, I think that I want to continue purple here. And do you see me making decisions? I'm thinking about what I'm doing before I do it. I don't usually make a mistake and then react to it, but sometimes that does happen and it will give me an idea. It's fine to make mistakes. That's how we learn things. And this may not be the last cake you'll ever draw. This might be the first one you've ever drawn, and you could just do your best and be fine with that, because we're all learning things. Everybody, young people, old people, everybody's learning things, how to do things differently. All right, so we've got this almost colored in. When is the next birthday in your family? Is somebody having a birthday pretty soon? Anybody at your house? Hopefully you're thinking about what they like, or what they would like to have, or what they would like to do, or how you could help them on their birthday. I know that we are going to bury a metal box with some things in it and call it a time capsule on my daughter's birthday in about 10 days. 10 days from today, the 21st, she will be 13. That's something that made me think about this assignment, drawing a cake. Because we get to pattern in this and use the colors that we like, especially if they're colors that look appetizing. Like black is not usually an appetizing color to eat. Have you noticed? Yeah, you usually don't eat black food much, or much blue food, unless it's a blueberry, which is actually kind of purplish indigo blue. I love blueberries, but I don't eat much blue food besides that. So I've got this burgundy or magenta here. It's almost coloring in all these scallop shapes. They're like letter D's or bunting. It's like a decoration on the cake. It kind of looks like a circus. And I could go ahead and fill in this with pink, but then I think that would be too easy. I've almost got this done, boys and girls, and hopefully you had fun doing this. I wanted to add a little difference to the flames, make them look like flames. And this might look good yellow. If I don't run my crayon into that magenta, it would look even better. Yellow white I could do, or I could just keep going yellow, and that looks exciting and happy. You can color over these lines if you have it all markered, but you really can't marker over crayon too well if you've done it. It won't stick because the wax will resist it. It won't stick to the paper because the wax is there. Whose birthday is next at your house? Do you pay attention to those things? When is your birthday? How old will you be? You won't believe how old I'm going to be on my next birthday. Maybe you would. But if you see me, you can ask me and I'll tell you. I'll tell you the truth this time, probably. I might fib, but yep, I might be older than you think. We'll see. There we go. I've got my delicious cake. I can't wait to eat this. I need a plate and a knife or something, but yep, I've got my dessert. I've got my cake. This is the main course. This will be my, no, I'm kidding. We drew a cake today. We have decorations. We have places to color parts in. We can use a color harmony like I did. I used purple, magenta, and pink. They're related colors. Even this reddish orange is related to pink because of red. Yellow is analogous to red because red, orange, and yellow are in the same family. And here's a light orange that's in between those two. So we're talking about analogous color and patterns today as we drew a birthday cake. I hope you had fun doing this, boys and girls. Show me your work.